Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to day 12 of 25 days of videos. Today's video is super duper fun because we are going to be talking about products that YouTubers made me buy. I have staple channels that I love to watch, that I've been watching for years, and I just love to see them reviewing products. And there's oftentimes, if not more than often, I see them use a product, I hear them talk about a product, I hear them rave about a product, and that immediately makes me want to go out and purchase it. So we have a bin here of quite a few products that I picked up that are actually worth it, and I am so happy and thankful that I was exposed to it. So if you would like to know which YouTubers I'll be talking about, as well as which products they have talked about on their channel and recommended, well then just keep on watching. Okay, so I have my list here on my phone. So first starters, we're gonna go into ALIE GLINES channel. I love her channel so much. I actually discovered it not too long ago. I would say maybe like earlier this year, late last year, and I have loved her channel. I've loved watching all her videos, seeing her apply things, and just hearing her recommendations on things. I love that she takes her time to like talk through everything. So I really do feel like I'm getting an in-depth description and also review of all the products. So she's talked about a lot on her channel, and I've definitely been influenced by a lot, but I want to highlight I want to highlight four specific items that I picked up that I love, and I'm so happy that I saw them in her video and picked them up. The first one, of course, if you've watched any of ALIE GLINES videos lately, you know that her favorite foundation is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I saw her talk about it non-stop in multiple videos, and so I was just like, okay, let's go pick this up and see what this is all about. And I love it so much. Honestly, everything she says about the product is so true. I love that it's lightweight, but it also gives really nice coverage. It's not super matte, it's not super dewy, so it gives just such a beautiful radiant look to the skin. So I am super happy that I have this now in my collection, and that similar to ALIE, we can both show love to this product. Another item that ALIE showed in one of her videos was the Anastasia Rose Metal Palette. Now, I had seen this in store and I thought it was really pretty, but I was just like, do I need it? But then I saw her post a video and she used this color on her lid, and I was immediately sold. I said, okay, I need to get this and see how it looks on my skin tone, because it looked beautiful on her, and I am so happy that I picked it up. I spoke about this in my previous eyeshadow videos, best eyeshadow videos of this holiday season, and this one does not disappoint. The shimmers are spectacular, the mattes, they look so nicely, and it's a much deeper palette than what it looks like. And it already looks pretty grungy and deep as is, but it just shows up so beautifully on the skin. So once again, so happy that I saw this demoed on her channel and that I have it now. The next item is not actually a makeup product, but a tool. Now, she is actually the first person that I saw using the Makeup by Oreo brushes. I bought multiples. This is literally a backup because I loved it so much. I saw her use them in a video, and then about a week or so after, I went into the Morphe store and ran my hand over the testers, and I'm like, you are coming home with me. So she uses them a ton in her videos. This is the eye set. I also bought the face set, and I really love them so much. They perform so well. They feel super high-end. Like, Makeup by Oreo knew exactly what he was doing when he collabed with Morphe, and I love that there's literally a brush for every single part of the eyeshadow process that you would need. So this was such a good purchase. I think they still have those, so definitely ask for this for Christmas. Treat yourself. I think these are staple products when doing your eyeshadow. The last item category, or brand shall we say, that ALIE GLINES spoke about, and actually the next person that I'll be talking about spoke about it too, so you know I had to get it, is Moira Cosmetics. And she used one of their palettes and raved about it, so I picked one up as well. This isn't the same one she used. This is A Moment With You. The other one is more of like a pink tone. That one is actually coming in the mail because I loved this one so much that I went back and ordered a few more palettes. But this is what it looks like. I think what blows my mind the most, and I know she shared it in her video, is just how affordable this is. This is $17.50, and when I tell you that these mattes are like butter, the way that they feel, it's insane. It feels like my Beauty Bay palettes, and honestly, dare I say, even similar to Natasha Denona, which is crazy. That's crazy because we all know that Natasha Denona is like up there, but these mattes feel insane. So I was immediately drawn to them. The shimmers are also so beautiful and like that was barely a swipe. So I definitely wanted to test out the brand. I saw her talk about it. Obviously, a lot of their other products also were going viral on TikTok. So I picked up quite a few. I actually posted a video on a recent haul that I made from Moira Cosmetics for the first time testing it out. And I can happily say that ever since then, I have placed 2 additional orders because I was just blown away by this brand. So once again, thank you ALIE GLINES for those suggestions. I am eternally thankful for it. Moving on over to the second YouTuber that I love to watch is Juicy Jazz. Now, Juicy Jazz is known more for finding those good, affordable products. Like, she is on it. I love that she is consistently also always posting. She often does videos shopping her stash, doing dupes, reviews, and things like that. So when she talks about a high-end product, like, I'm just like, I feel like I know she knows what she's talking about because she uses drugstores so often. So I always keep an eye out for when she chats or talks about something that is high end, because I'm just like, if Juicy Jazz is saying that this is good and that it's worth the money, then we need to get our hands on it. Now, the first item we'll talk about is going to be the famous Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I could not find it for the life of me. It must be in one of my bags, but I'll insert a picture in here so you guys can see. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but Juicy Jazz demoed it in one of her videos and mentioned that she really likes it. And although she's tried different types of similar products, she often recommends picking up this item if you want to do so. So with her review and also everyone else's, when it came back in stock, I picked it up and I absolutely am so happy that I did. I think, like I've mentioned before, what I love most about the product and why I think so many people like it is because it is literally so easy to use. You would think that a contour wand, a contour product would be very difficult because it can get muddy, it can get messy very quickly, but this product doesn't. It literally disperses so beautifully and it also blends seamlessly. So I love that. Such a good recommendation. Next product that I saw Juicy Jazz talk about, which I was just like, whoa, I love that, is the Haus Labs pigment paint. Now this, as its name, is a pigment paint that you can use for pretty much anything. You can use it as liner, whatever you want to use black for. I know they have a ton of different other colors, but this creates the most insane liner. I actually have it on my eyes right now. I love that it's so rich and pigmented and black. It's not like leaky or anything like that. It looks so beautiful. And what I also love is that it dries down matte, so you don't have that shiny reflection. And an added bonus, it goes so well over glitters and over shimmers. Oftentimes liners kind of start to blend or mix in with the glitter, so you kind of end up getting like a glittery black liner, even though that's not what you want. But this one does not do that. This is intense and I love that. Now, most of the things that I'll be talking about that I picked up based off of Juicy Jazz's recommendation are not affordable because, like I said, I hold her high-end recommendations so up high that I typically always like to go and purchase the item that she recommends is worth your money. So the next item is actually going to be a duo, and this is the Dose of Color Meet Your Hue collection. I picked up the foundation as well as the concealer because I saw her use it in one of her videos and she raved about it and mentioned how beautiful and all of that it was on her skin, and it looked gorgeous on her. So when Dose of Colors was having a sale, I went online and picked this up, and oh my goodness, along with all the other recommendations, this one did not disappoint. This looks so beautiful, breathable on the skin. It gives a beautiful radiant finish, so it doesn't look too matte, doesn't look cakey. It is just so beautiful and literally one of my top foundations and top concealers because wow, this is just so good. So I'm so happy that I saw that recommendation and that I picked these items up. Now, the last Juicy Jazz recommendation is an affordable one, and this is from Juvia's Place. She often raves about Juvia's Place items, but in particular, she's always talking about their bronzers and blushes. So I have the bronzer palette duo. This one is in the shade medium, and I love this color. The formula is beautiful. The colors are great. I love this one specifically. So happy that I picked this up. I believe this duo set is like 18 bucks. So much much more affordable than a lot of other high-end things, but the quality is so beautiful. She often raves about the blushes too, but the blushes, I don't know, every time I go in store, I'm just not like entirely blown away, but I'm sure if it has the same formula, it's amazing. So if you would want to check those out, go for it. But the bronzer duo is a win for me. As well as ALIE GLINES, Juicy Jazz also made a video dedicated to Moira Cosmetics. So naturally, I see ALIE, I see Juicy Jazz both talking about the brand. I had to go online and pick some items up, and I'm so happy that I did because they did not disappoint. Moving on to the next YouTube channel that I love is Jamie Paige Beauty. I have been watching her for years. I love how just like chill, honest, and real she is. Like those are just the vibes that she gives me, and I love that she's super like creative, and she has like this whole like stationery little company. It is so cute, but I love to watch her videos. I love her recommendations. She has dry skin and I have combination skin, so oftentimes not all products apply, but I still love hearing all of her recommendations and seeing which ones I would be interested in. So if you watch Jamie Paige, you know that one of her holy grail most talked about items is, say it with me, the Kosas Cloud Set. So I mean, who can watch her channel and like not pick it up? Like you have to pick it up at some point. So I picked up the Cloud Set. I have the color Breezy and I love this so much. It is so smooth. She oftentimes talks about not really liking powder because she has dry skin. So whenever she does use powder, she likes something that is almost barely there but still does the job. And the Kosas Cloud Set honestly just like lives up to that. It works wonderful for me. And like I mentioned, I have combination skin. So this is definitely something that I'm just like, Jamie, say it again in all your videos. I will never get tired of hearing about the Kosas Cloud Set because it really is worth the hype and is so good. Now, a brand that Jamie Paige is oftentimes talking about is Tower 28. So here I have two items that I was influenced by Jamie Paige that I actually really do enjoy. And the first one is going to be the infamous Tower 28 mascara. This one went crazy all over YouTube, all over TikTok. Everyone loved this. So once again, obviously, naturally, I had to pick it up and try it. I really do enjoy this. I have some mascaras that I love more, but I do think it performs really well and it looks stunning. What I continue to always hear is how it wears. So I do have to wear it for long enough to see its longevity, but I really do enjoy it and I'm happy that I gave it a try. Now, the other Tower 28 item that I'll be talking about, and this one is a newer purchase, is their cream blushes. And I have this one in the color Golden Hour, and I swatched it in store because Jamie Paige is always talking about it. She really loves to talk about cream blushes, which I am here for. Absolutely love it. I think everyone is going through like a cream blush craze right now, and like I said, I am here for it. But this one specifically, she's often speaking about. So when I was in Sephora, I picked this one up and I swatched it, and oh my goodness, it gave the most beautiful wash of color. It's not matte. It gives a nice luminous dewy look. So oh my goodness, for the summertime, I think this is going to be amazing. But even just like over your foundation, over your powders, it works so beautifully. I picked this like orangey color because I think that it's a lot more different than all the colors that I have in my collection, but I am so happy that this is part of my collection. So thank you, Miss Jamie, for recommending it. Moving on, we're gonna go into Miss JACLYN Hill, who is literally a YouTube beauty OG, been around for so long. I've always enjoyed watching her videos and seeing what items she recommends. Now, these are biased because they are her products, but honestly, I am so happy and thankful that she created them, that she spoke about them, that she demoed them, because they have become, if not my favorite, one of my favorite lip liners. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Here I have three colors. This is Hot Tea. I'll swatch them for you so you guys can see them. Hot Tea. And they are just so creamy and the most beautiful shades of brown. And that is honestly just what I love the most. I find that it's always difficult to find a good liner that's a good color, that doesn't lean too pink or too like mauve-y. I like brown. I want something that suits my yellow skin tone a bit better than just a pink. We have the color Toasty, which is deeper. And like I said, these just work so beautifully, and I just love the color story of them. I also have Coffee Cake. That one, I think I bought literally like 4 of them. So I have one in my bag, and I think I have another one in like the bathroom or something. So this is the backup. This is my go-to color. My pencil is like this tall. And when they had their sale, I picked them up. I think they were like for 10 bucks. I love this stuff. honestly, bravo. I find this formula to be so creamy. It wears so well. I love to just put it on its own or even just top it off with a lip oil, which by the way, I would definitely throw in her lip oils. I love them so much and I think they wear so well. I believe they're having a sale or oftentimes have a sale, so definitely pick them up. They are so good and I am so happy that she talked about them, that she put them in a video, and that her brand honestly just created them because I really genuinely love them. Heading on over to another YouTube beauty OG, we have Miss TATI Beauty. And she's recommended a lot of items over the years, but I want to speak specifically to the ALIE All Day Intense Gel Liners. When I saw her use these, I think this was in like a video about affordable liners or like super amazing finds that were drugstore, and I saw her mention these, and at the time I needed new liners. When I tell you, these are so creamy, like look at that. That is just wow. And they also last beautifully throughout the day. Like they are just so gorgeous. So I picked up literally every color. I believe they sell these on Amazon as well, so if you don't find it in store, definitely check Amazon for them. But when I saw her swatching them and talking about them, I'm like, you know what, it's affordable, so if it's a miss, at least I didn't pay a bunch of money for it. Let's test it out. And I am so happy that I did. Look at how intense those eyeliners are. And the gel formula just makes it glide onto the eye. It was just like, she knows what she's talking about. So I am so happy that I paid attention to that recommendation and that I picked those up because that is chef's kiss. We have one more YouTube beauty OG, and that is going to be Casey Holmes. I love watching her videos. I've been watching her for years as well too, and I just love to see what makeup she uses. And honestly, sometimes just sitting down, I'll do my makeup, I'll have one of her videos playing. I just enjoy it so much. I love to go to her channel specifically when I want to see how full coverage things work, because that usually is her preference. So I love to see what recommendations she has. But the one product she recommended and spoke about in one of her videos that has been game changing for me and my eyelid game is the NARS Smudge Proof Eye Primer. When I tell you that I honestly for so long I just wouldn't wear eyeshadow because it wouldn't stay on my eyes. My eyelids get oily throughout the day, so they just start moving and creasing and it just looks gross, right? Like you want to put eyeshadow and like feel cute about it. That was not the case. No matter if I would use concealer, no matter if I would use primers, like it would still look gross throughout the day, and it's because my lids would get so oily. So when I heard Casey Holmes speaking about her oily lids and she mentioned this primer, I said, you know what could it hurt to try it? Let's just try it. If it doesn't work, neither did all the other items, and if it works, great. And let me tell you, it worked. I literally went on NARS because I think it's sold out or was sold out in Sephora and Ulta. I went onto NARS, the actual website, and literally got like 4 bottles of backup because this stuff is so good. The shadows blend so nicely over it, but overall it literally is for its longevity. This will keep your eyeshadow on, hear me, the entire day. I think you can probably like go run a marathon, sweat, jump into the water, come out, and your eyeshadow will still be on it with no smudging, which is like insane. So if you have oily lids, I would highly also, in addition to Casey Holmes, recommend this. Alrighty, so now we're moving on into the last 2 YouTube channels and the last 2 products that I'll be talking about in this video. And these 2 channels are actually newer ones for me that I have come across, I would say maybe within the last month or so, and I am so happy that I did. Oftentimes on YouTube, you can kind of just get into like a rut of channels that you continuously watch, or your favorite YouTubers no longer post consistently, so there really isn't much to watch. So within the last month or so, I've just been looking for like new beauty creators to be inspired, to just see how other people use different products, what are their techniques, what do they love, and I'm so happy it did because it introduced me to these 2 channels. The first channel is going to be Patty Alonso, and first of all, I love that she's a fellow Latina, so I love her little spice and attitude in all her videos. It is the cutest thing ever. But she is a Pat McGrath queen. Like, she loves Pat McGrath, so she's always reviewing them on her channel. And honestly, I think that's how I came across her channel the first time. I believe it was like a Pat McGrath ranking of all 22 mothership palettes, and I'm like, oh my goodness, somebody owns all of them. I need to see that. So ever since then, I literally subscribed to her channel and I loved it so much. So when I saw her talk about the latest Pat McGrath palette, which is this one, and that is going to be the Moonlit Seduction one. I immediately added this to the cart. I mean, also seeing it in person made me fall in love with it, but she swatched these color, the Astro Blitz. Also, she's the one that educated me on what they're called and all that stuff. All I know is that Pat McGrath has some amazing shimmers and glitters that are just like no other. That is what makes their products stand out. And watching her swatch them, putting them all over her lid and all of that good stuff, I said, immediately sold. We're going to Sephora and picking it up. This was definitely suggested by Patty Alonso, and I'm so happy that she did because I picked them up. Also, in addition to that, and that's actually coming in the mail, she always uses Refer brushes, which I've never heard of before. So actually, I think a few days ago they went live with a Black Friday deal and it's 50% off. So I said, listen, this is the time to try it. So definitely influenced by her. It is coming in the mail. I hope I love them as much as she does because they look amazing. They look like they work so well on the eyes. Now, the last channel that I'll be talking about is Babs Beauty. I also just came across her channel and I really like her content, and one of the items that she spoke about that I was highly influenced to want to purchase is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2. She created a whole look on it and it looked so beautiful using like the burgundy tones and all of that good stuff, and I love how beautiful her eye looks turned out. She's very timely with like new releases and reviews and things like that, so I loved seeing that. So when I saw her recommend this one, I wanted to go in store and see it in person, and that did not disappoint because clearly it is here with me. Alrighty guys, well that concludes this video sharing all the products that some of my favorite YouTubers have suggested and recommended on their channels that I have purchased and love. Don't forget to come back for another video tomorrow, and also if this is your first video that you're coming across, we have a bunch of videos that have been uploaded every single day from December 1st to the 25th, so lots of content for you to be able to see. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, that you share with your friends, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!